show. This is what I was talking about. Dang thing now. As soon as I got the camera on it, it did it. Did you see that?
Yep.
Nope. He's lying.
Still going though. It's just when you hook the generator up, it draws enough power. It's allowing that other side to heat up. So you need a way to cool that hot side down a little bit, so that when the thing is not able to dissipate the heat on its own, it's being dissipated through another means. That's why I said having a cup sitting over there between you and it, full of some liquid like water that's cold and an ice cube or two in it, and then a piece of paper towel that's dipping down into it and draped up over it, so it's constantly soaking up cold water and drawing the heat off of that to evaporate will keep it running under load. It'll give you that little bit of extra dissipation of the heat, so that whenever it's under load, it won't cut out on you.
I got the air conditioner blowing.
Chris had the right idea, man.
Check this out. What causes the heat inside the AC machine to become cool?
Compression.
No.
No, that's what does it. Because when you compress it, the heat is forced out of the material until it hits room temperature. When you expand it, then it drops the temperature below where you're at, because you lost the excess heat that was in it.
What causes it?
Why don't you give your way of describing the answer?
Small little tiny hole. Same thing what happens when you release a bunch of air outside of a can. Small little orifices is what causes it.
That's not it. It's
slowing the hot air down.
Oh, you mean slowing the leakage of the hot air leaking from one side to the other?
Shove all that hot air through a tube which has a bunch of small holes in it. You're going to cause a cooling effect. That's how the ones in the automotive and the ones in the houses run. You got an orifice in it. That's what they call it. An orifice tube.
Well, yeah, but that orifice isn't as important as you think, because you could have a check valve that you open and close when you have it compressed and then release it to the other side without having that small orifice. It'll still work. It'll be intermittent, and it will end up damaging the device from constantly jumping temperatures that fast.
All right, well,
it doesn't take any moving parts for what you're talking about. Because of the design, it doesn't require a bunch of parts that can wear out and break down over time either.
Put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on there to give it just a little bit of evaporated cooling and a temperature difference, and you're seeing it actually started running again.
So what you need is an orifice tube in between the hot and the cool, because it's one connection point in between them. It's like one cylinder connecting them. So you put an orifice tube in between it, you're going to create a cooling effect when it goes to that cold side and when it goes back to the hot side. So you're cooling that hot air down.
All right. Well, either way, that's it.
So wait. Is it air that's causing that to run? The temperature difference in the air? Because if that's the case, and that's what the problem is that the air that's on the cool side is getting heated up by those two big blocks of metal getting heated, because there's way too much heat leakage between those two. They just need to be separated, and like Chris said, a small orifice that the heat is restricted to only go through that and not through everything else. Because once you do that, you create a air insulator between the two throughout the rest of it, so that only the heat that's needed to run it is getting from one side to the other.
All right, so
does this run like pop boat then? Is that what's going on?
What are you doing? You sharing the screen?
Yeah, hang on.
Ow, shit.
You see this right here? Let me zoom in on it because it must be small.
I thought it was heating up like water or something, like a boiler to run it.
You got your hot end, you got your cool end, you got this tube right here that connects both of them. Because what's happening is the air's going back and forth. And if you put an orifice tube right in between the two and run the hot air through it, you want to cool it down when it gets over here. When it comes back through,
that's what I thought. So basically, you need just the air to pass back and forth through, not that metal that's connecting the two is what's screwing everything up.
No, not
that one doesn't have metal. It just has a plastic tube running between the two of them.
Yeah, right. if there was a heat sink on this side over here to get more cooling difference, or even on this right here, that's why when I put that the alcohol on that glass tube. I got just enough temperature difference from the evaporated cooling in order to be able to get it to run again.
I'm guessing you can overheat it too, right, Chris? Like
Yeah,
if you put too much heat on the side where the heat's going in, it would end up basically breaking it.
It depends on what material you're making your thing out of. But the simplicity of it all will be put an orifice tube in between it, and you're going to keep your cooling side from ever getting hot.
Right.
It would almost be impossible for it to get hot unless it's legitimately sitting there right next to it.
Well, either way, it's still a good concept that actually can be added with modern day stuff. You know, the little generator, when this thing's up and spinning properly, it was actually starting to light up. But back in the day, I don't know, because I was doing it outside, maybe it made a bit of a difference as far as keeping the air cool on there, the cooling portion of it.
Well, you turn your air conditioner off too, because it sounds like a jet engine when it's running, so I'm sure the room is getting warmer too, which means that there's not as much thermal capacity to absorb the heat from the side that's supposed to stay cool. It's amazing how such a tiny little difference, like a few degrees different in the air around you, can totally screw something up so it won't work.
This is crazy as hell, man, because
if you go watch a video on the Stirling engine, shazizz, you'll see that a lot of people are running into the same issues that you're running into. And they've tried to rebuild it, well, the fact that you don't have that issue. Some of them have been able to get it to run longer, but not completely stop it.
Well, it always happens at the wrong dang time. When I'm trying to do, a show, my intentions was, whenever I did this show, was to get some ideas from you guys and everybody else of different things that we could actually do with this thing, instead of it just being a toy. Expand on it and make a real world kind of heavy duty generator, even if it was a multi-cylinder kind of thing, But everything went freaking sideways before the show started, and it just continued to go downhill from there. And I lost the cap to this dang thing. What the hell did I do with that? That figures. Now all my alcohol's going to sit around and evaporate while I'm not using it.
What kind of alcohol is it?
It's 70% isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wasn't asking the concentration. I heard that earlier, but you never said what type of alcohol. So isopropyl? If I remember correctly, it's hard to burn, but it's got a much higher energy density because of the longer carbon chain.
Well, now I got to find out where in the heck there it is. It's down there. Damn lid rolled off the table.
Oh yeah, the isopropyl too is supposed to be easy to concentrate. Like you can take table salt, drop in there, and it'll suck up the water, but it won't be able to absorb the alcohol.
Damn it.
You hear me?
Yeah. I'm recording right now because I want to try to throw a video of this stupid thing we're actually working on there. But it's not wanting to cooperate as per usual. If I could just get the thing to stay lit long enough.
Take your napkin and go get it wet.
That's an idea. I brought a bottle of water over here somewhere, I thought.
Walk to the kitchen.
Yeah, be right back.
He's recording so much, he's going to end up abusing that record feature, and Skype's going to be like, nope, no more record for you, fat boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to the Chinese buffet and showing up 10 times to the buffet to fill your plate up, and they're going to yank the meat trays back because that's the expensive stuff. Oh, I didn't mention this. I'm gonna need a little bit of finger crossing on this. Let me know if you can see my camera since everything is so slow. Can you see? Can you guys see my video?
Not yet.
I'm still trying to record this, man.
Still no video?
Mm-hmm. What is it?
No video, or you getting video?
I see it.
Okay, it's my code reader for the truck. I got an adapter coming that goes to this.
I'm trying to put
the little 6-pin thing.
Hey guys, I'm trying to put this up on Rumble.
Yeah, this isn't gonna hurt anything. There's no, I'm not dropping any F-bombs or S-bombs. We're just adding content to it so that way they won't get bored while they're waiting for you to get it working.
All right.
I'm about to drop the bomb.
Drop the bomb. Let's see. Hold on. Let me give myself a little more room here. Okay, so I'm not sure how to, I guess whenever you hook it up, it'll do the same thing, although I may have to have this plugged into a source the whole time to make it work, but you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So it's just telling me to follow the instructions on the PC, but my PC doesn't do anything. So I'll probably have to get a to-go cable for it so I can hook it up to. Well, no, I probably won't need that. It's got Bluetooth, so I can connect it to my smartphone to update it.
What'd you do?
I'm just
you
hoping because
5 feet high.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
this is a ODB2 and my truck is ODB1, so
You should be able to buy an adapter for it.
that's what I've got coming. So all the ODB1 stuff has different style adapters instead of being uniform like the ODB2. So I got one that's on the way that's specifically made that hopefully it'll be here Monday. And then I can go out and reset the codes because it looks like what's going on is because of the issue it had, it's refusing to fully engage the gear. And unless I erase the code, I won't know if it's being the same thing as an issue with this new unit I put in there. Because it's not going to go away until I erase it. So I've found out how to get the codes out of it already, though. If you turn the truck not like fully on, don't turn the engine on, but just turn the power on and off, like, 3 times in 5 seconds, and then leave it on. The check engine light goes out, and then it'll come back on, and it flashes a Morse code at you to give you all the different codes that are in there.
Yep.
That thing that I told you I need to replace, that code came up, and the battery being low, and me having to recharge it from, like, 2 weeks ago was, that code for that was on there. So, but that was it. That's all the only 2 codes it had. There was nothing else wrong with the truck. So the code, it's not the battery, is the solenoid. The TCC solenoid for the clutch converter. That's what I replaced with a new one in it. So gotta make sure that what they sent me actually works though, because it does not look the same. Like it's got the same interface, it's got the same amount of solenoids and everything, but the way that it was manufactured is different, so there might be some difference in it that I can't see. So, you know. And my problem too is shifted. Before I could get it, when I first started up, I could get it to go into gear and drive in first. Now I can, and then eventually you wouldn't feel anything except the engine rocking the truck back and forth whenever you switch it from park to drive. Right. Well,
leave it alone for about 15 minutes and let it cool down.
Yeah.
I don't want to record 15 minutes.
Anyway, when I put it in drive, you can feel it's trying to engage, but it's not. It's like it's not able to fully engage. So you can feel like the truck will rock forward a little bit, like it's trying to move forward. There's just no power. And when I did some looking at it, basically the trucks, when they have a problem, they have what's called a limp mode, where it will drop its ability to run until it hits a certain RPM, and then it'll only run really slow, like 30, 40 miles an hour. While it's running at like, 3,000 RPM or something, and it's basically meant to just get you to the shop to get your truck fixed when something breaks. And all the tricks they showed to get it to go out of limp mode, I haven't been able to get my truck to respond to. I think it's too old for that. Put that rag back on there and keep it on there with the cooling substance on it, man. Once you get it running, immediately pick that thing up and hang it. Put that on the side there to keep soaking up that heat, man. That's it, man. Crystal's is right, man. Give him his $5, man. Need a better way to cool it down. Like I said, hang the rag down into something that's got a reservoir of cool liquid, and I think that'll solve the problem long term and keep it running. That way you can have your lights on all night long instead of 15 minutes and them cutting out on you.
My flame won't stay lit on it.
That sucks. Well, we can try my idea, like I said, of building a thermal siphon using thermal blankets that pump the heat away from the side that's supposed to be cool and pump it into the chamber that needs to be heated up to make it run. And see if we can't get it running off a thermal siphon system where you don't have to have energy. You just have to have things set up and let them run constantly until those blankets break down. For about like $5 worth of thermal blankets, you could probably get about 2 to 5 years worth of runtime out of it. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
What causes the dang wick to not want to wick right?
Probably a cheap plastic wick.
Holy crap, man! You spill some on the outside there?
Yeah, apparently.
That's one way to make it work.
Yeah. I'm bound and determined to get this stupid thing going.
You know the one you've got, Chris. If you set some reflectors on the top side of it to shade the top part, and a reflector that shines light onto the bottom half of it, with reflectors around it so it doesn't let the light go up and bounce down in to hit the top part of it, that would probably be enough to make that thing run just by having it sitting out in the sun. It would keep the top cool enough with the airflow keeping that cooled off. So
yeah, mine only needs like a 30-degree temperature difference in order for it to run.
Well, I told you what I was able to get with 3 layers of that Mylar.
Yep.
The bottom window was hitting like almost 110 degrees, and the top window that was sharing the same air cavity, but the outside had that thermal siphon pumping the heat back out into the atmosphere outside, was dropping down to like 65 degrees.
Yep.
So that's just from the sun shining down on that side of the building. Like the sun was hitting the whole thing. But the top half of the window had those reflectors on it that were constantly reflecting the heat back out toward the outside. It was just 3 layers. Like I said, first layer was attached to the window. Second layer was about 1/4 of an inch above it, stretched over the surface of it. And then the third layer was just a 1/2 inch away from the first layer. So there was 1/4 inch of air in between each layer over that window, just stacking them up,
Man,
I'm wondering
what
we
could.
could.
Go ahead and love your Sterling engine.
Huh?
You need to go ahead and just love your Sterling engine.
No. Not doing it. I wonder if I flip this wick around. It just doesn't want to seem to work right on the opposite side for some reason. It's like maybe the wick, I don't know, is either twisted or plugged up or something. For whatever reason, it just doesn't want to. So I want to pull
the wrong
out.
size wick. Take the wick apart by pulling it out and pull some of the fibers out and stuff it back in there, so that way it's not as much material trying to go through as small of a hole. That way there's a little more gap for your capillary action to suck that material, that fluid up through it. I wonder if you could put a shroud around that whole thing too, so that way the air is not able to basically act like a hurricane lamp around it. That way the heat is able to get to the thing that you're trying to heat up, but the wind can't get in there to basically blow it out.
Come on. Really?
Oh, sorry. Didn't know anybody was in there. Shoot.
All right, anybody in the market for a Stirling engine? Who would have thought it'd be such a pain in the neck to get going? Come on, man. Huh. Damn fire went out again. I don't like it when things don't work. We still have a fire going? Nope. All right, let me try the evaporative cooling thing again. Put a little bit of alcohol in there and a little bit across the top over there. This is pitiful, man. But at least it's trying. Yeah. Really? I'm just making a dang mess here. All right, well, there you go, folks. There's a Stirling engine. It's running, but it's not running. You got to have a temperature difference, and for some reason, I can't maintain a good enough temperature difference. Let's try that one last time. Get this stupid thing up to speed, then maybe it'll straighten itself out. My little deal up in there, that'll help.
I'm guessing with the tools that I have, we could build a Stirling engine of our own there too. So.
Well, that's why I wanted to try to do today's show about it, because I thought, you know, if we got together and did some improvements on it, you wouldn't have these drawbacks right here that one side gets hotter than the other. When you get the dang thing to run, it'll walk off the freaking table.
Right. We need to just try to focus on doing shows on stuff that we can do something about at the time to keep the connection with people, because that way whenever we are able to do that stuff, they'll be around to actually hear what we got to say and see what we got to show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you want to do about these wooden coins? Are you still wanting to make those or not?
I'd like to.
Okay, well, I got two ideas. I talked to your brother about this, right? He's building a hydraulic press, and I think I told you before, I can engrave about a little over a 32nd of an inch in a single pass. Now, this is the thing I don't think he grasped, is that if I do multiple passes, I can go deeper, right, into a piece of steel with my laser. So that means that little nugget that he made out of that Coke can, we could basically squeeze it with just sheer pressure and leave the imprint of that coin token image, the shazizz coin, onto a little aluminum token made out of a pop can. That's probably more doable since he's got a lot of the stuff that he's got than the plastic thing, because you got to deal with variables of temperature and the amount of time it takes for one material to absorb the heat versus another material and all sorts of stuff like that. That's why it'll probably take less time to do that, especially since Chris will have the arms and all that kind of stuff, the kinks of that stuff worked out from the plastic side. So we can be making metal coins then, you know? The other thing I'm thinking too, though, is that I can probably make a die to impress the image onto a block of aluminum for making those coins. So I make basically a coin out of steel we press that into the aluminum, and then you use the aluminum to press into the plastic to make plastic coins. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And it'll end up being actually easier than trying to get somebody to engrave it for us long distance and send it to us, you know? The benefit of doing it that way is that means we can set up a little assembly line with those slugs that we're going to be using to squeeze the tokens with, and have them come through, hit the hydraulic press, or pull the press back, pull it out, it's done. Hit the hydraulic press, do the next one. And just keep doing that, so that way if we get this going to where we need thousands of them going out so people can put these machines out by their shop, whatever, we'll have the means to do it. And do it fast. Like, we can put it out fast enough, we can turn it into a little bit of a business even. If you need to change the die, it's just a matter of running a laser engraver over a fresh piece of steel to make your new die. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I can't see anything. I'm standing outside so I don't blast everybody out with me yelling from inside the house.
All right. Now, when it gets up to running, you'll see that the generator's on there and it's ready to walk across the dang floor.
Is Chris still in here?
I don't know.
Chris, you still there? I was talking to nobody. Because it sounds like you didn't hear anything I said. You were too busy focused on that. I thought that he would be in here and he would at least hear what I was saying.
He was talking about
sounds like, right, but I wanted him to grasp that so that basically I can try to enhance and speed things up for some of the stuff he's trying to do too while we're doing that, as well as get an aluminum version going. So, what if he has today?
Well, it's running, but the generator ain't going because it ain't going as fast as it could be going. Or the belt's slipping, one of the two. It gets ready to die again.
The thing on the outside fell off, apparently. I'm guessing it's not necessary, it just makes it cleaner so they don't get caught on the edges of the door itself when they come and go, which they're pretty smart about it, so.
Damn it. I'd just be satisfied with the dang thing running long enough so everybody can see the generator running.
Hey, Chris. Says he's in here, but I don't see him. I mean, I'm not hearing anything from him. Find out if he's in here. I'm gonna hang out by killing Skype and restart it because it could be lagging. Been doing this to me worse than usual, so hopefully when I get that Windows 10 system set up, it will eliminate that. I don't know.
Well, anybody who's interested in Sterling engines, you can see the doggone thing's running, but they got a flaw in it. This one, I guess, I think like $60 or something I spent for this one here. And when I first got it, I got it to work. It worked fine. I mean, this thing would literally want to get up and walk off the table. But now, for some crazy reason, it just won't. I don't know, the temperature differences aren't staying enough. So I put a little bit of alcohol on there to get a little bit of evaporated cooling going on. Put a little bit of alcohol on this stupid belt, see if I can get that belt to not slip. There it goes. See that? That's all I wanted you to see right there. Yeah, and it finally died. Huh. But at least I had it going, and you got to see the dang... it's crazy, man. How could it that quick lose its doggone temperature difference? Let me put some down in that rag there, see if I can get a little bit more on that belt. I'm gonna start a freaking bonfire here doing this. That's bad for videos. Yeah, I probably messed it all up now. Once it's got a decent balance in the damn thing, you got it made.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Can you see my video?
Yeah.
Is it all grainy and crappy looking, or did we get a crisp in here and share
No, let me
his
unpin
video?
myself. I see your video, but it's sideways. I mean, straight up and down, whatever. So.
Hold on.
I just hate it when things don't work like they're supposed to. All right, what are you trying to show me anyway?
I want to see if this works any better than the video that comes from my other system.
Well, if the camera was sideways and you could get a wide screen view, it would look better.
No, it doesn't work. You expect Skype to work? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, are you using a webcam or are you using your phone?
Phone.
Can you turn your phone sideways to get the
It is sideways.
straight up and down, sideways, or horizontal?
Horizontal.
Well, it's showing. I got to turn my neck sideways to see it.
How about now?
Yeah, same. It's vertical. We're looking at you horizontal, but vertically. Now you're vertical. You just gotta.
Vertical or horizontal?
It's like if you're holding your screen up, taking a selfie. It's vertical. You know,
Yeah, dude, Skype doesn't let me rotate the camera.
Yeah, well, that's the deal there.
Well, Skype can go fuck itself. This is why I said we need to get on OBS. Stop using this crap.
Yeah.
It's time to boycott Skype the way we're getting ready to boycott YouTube. By the way, you got two big YouTubers that left YouTube too. Tim Dillon and the Quartering both left YouTube now and gone to Rumble. I don't even remember what I was trying to record with earlier. Oh, you know what? I was going to try to share my screen. Was what I was going to try to do. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Let me unpin myself. I'm unpinned already. I don't even know why. Let me pin you.
I don't know nothing about all that. Let's see here. So this is what I was talking about. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Read it. What's it say?
It says laser induction hydrogen emission from ethanol.
Oh, laser induced.
Why can't you just take it for, I'll tell you I can see it. I can read it. Skype's supposed to give you an option to where you can share a screen the other way.
I can't do that because I don't have the bandwidth on my computer. Whatever's causing my computer to overload their system, they had to restrict it to keep from knocking everybody else offline. So I'm having to use my phone that's not infected, and I don't have a way of sharing documents from my phone. I would have thought you, of all people, would understand what duct tape and baling wire meant here.
Oh, I do understand. Trust me.
Well, that's what I'm working with here. I'm working with something worse than duct tape and baling wire. It likes to hide everything from me too, constantly. It's really pissing me off. Okay, so they do have a way to share a screen, but can I download that? Let me see.
Man, every time I get this generator to work, it's not on the camera. Pissing me off.
Hey, I'll trade you, man. I'll let you come over here and program this stuff, and I'll go over there and mess with the Sterling engine.
Sounds like a deal, man. What could possibly go wrong?
I'll probably a temperature sensor blowing every single time you turn the damn thing on.
Huh. Anyway, I spent about $60 for this doggone thing years ago. And it's got an attitude. Bad attitude. All right, well, I guess I gotta go ahead and stop this dang recording. People already saw the dang thing work once anyway. See, I don't understand why it's not unless it's just wore out. I mean, I guess I could change some little gaskets and stuff in there again, or the what do you call that? The rings and the seals, all that stupid stuff. Put some on there, some alcohol on there for some evaporated cooling. And that'll get it going temporarily. Now it won't. It'll make a liar out of me. Next time you come over, Chris, you probably ought to take this home and work with it. See if it drives you as crazy as it does me. There, add a little bit of light just for a brief second. Come on, man. Do your thing. There you go.
It's like it's about to explode.
It's like every dang thing else I own. Needs repaired. There you go, right there. Stay like that. Great.
This thing limited to should take a long time to download a little 42 meg file.
All right, that's all you get for the 50-cent tour. I'm out of alcohol on that right there. I'm just going to let this thing cool down. I'll put it back in the box. You see me struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle. But if you can get the doggone things working right, this one's like a little motor generator deal on there. Got to have a temperature difference between this side over here and that side over there, and then it'll run just fine. Maybe make a heat sink and stick on there to keep a little bit of temperature difference going on. And probably have to take it apart and clean it all down and see if I can get the dang thing to cooperate. Anyway, that's enough for this video right here. I'll put this out there on Rumble so you can all see our successes and our failures. Right, Thomas? Okay,
I don't
Thomas.
know. Hey, what use do we have for a magnetic composite hydrodynamic pump?
Absolutely nothing.
So you don't even know what I said, basically.
Yeah, because it sounds like trash, man.
Well, there's a white paper, and people are using it to generate power right now. So
Trash.
Can't we all just freaking get along?
No.
All right, I'm stopping the recording on this video. I'm going to upload it to Rumble. Do you got anything else that you all want to say to each other kindly, and then we leave out of here, or what?
No.
Oh, all right, that's it. It's a love-hate relationship with this thing and the people that I hang around. Man, I need to unpin you for a second there.
the hell
There
is
you go.
PDMS?
Pretty damn smart. That's what it is. What do you think?
I don't know. That guy basically made those crystals the way you make crystals with, like, say, sugar or salt, where you let the water slowly evaporate to build a crystal up. That when he was hitting it with an infrared laser, a green laser was coming out the other side, and he didn't even do any like machining or modification to the crystals. And from what he was saying, it wouldn't be necessary if you can maintain the temperature in the room that it's being done, so it doesn't come out with ripples. It comes out, the crystals will grow completely and perfectly smooth. The only downside to these is that they are sensitive to moisture, so you can't handle with your hands. They probably need, we need to come up with something we can seal them with after they're done that won't interfere with the light as it's entering and exiting, but it's a frequency doubler. So that means basically whatever frequency of light you put into it, double that frequency comes out the other side.
Cool.
You know, it increases the speed. It increases the speed of the frequency, so it shorts like the nanometer width, right?
Yeah, I'm stopping this video and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. So everybody out there, I'll put it on YouTube and I'll put it on Facebook.
My guess is that if we can grow a thin film of this stuff over solar cells, we could also use it for turning some of that light the solar cells can't use into useful light that are in the infrared spectrum.
That's wonderful. Can I finish the Stirling engine video now?
No.
No.
Y'all killing me, man.
That's 2-1,
Look,
man. We win. The
trials and
wolves win. The
tribulations.
sheep get the sheep is what we're going to be having for supper.
All right. Trials and tribulations of the Stirling engine, little electric motor generator. I just dropped my doggone, hopefully it didn't bust, my little alcohol bottle thing. Thank God it was out of
That's
alcohol.
what you get. Why are you doing that?
That's what you get.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sitting there trying to finish out a video, and y'all giving me a rash. All
No,
right.
we're actually creating content. We're jumping to the mic, and now you're complaining about us jumping to the mic. This is why we don't jump to the mic whenever you go, what do you think?
You didn't want to jump on the mic whenever we were in the middle of it. See, okay, look, you just want to watch.
See, why don't you tell the truth? What you mean is you won't jump on the mic and say what we want. You want to control us and what we say the way they try to control us with the news and the media, man.
There ain't no control. There ain't no controlling puppets without strings.
Ha!
All right.
Ha! Ha!
And nobody want. He's ate up. Damn! Can I finish the video now?
Nope.
This is look. We had the world's worst freaking radio show. We had the world's worst live stream. And now we're going to put up the world's worst video that I'm just trying to show people this thing, it will work. I didn't build it. I bought it years ago, and it used to work. It'd work and walk off the table, and the damn little generator would light up real bright when this thing was like screaming along. And today, just because I put it in front of a camera, damn thing didn't want to start. But either way, it's a simple concept, heat difference, the heat engine, you know. Gotta be cooler on this side than on that side. And I thought we could expand on this, so I tried to do a radio show about it and tried to get everybody. That damn Skype is going to drive me to narcotics, man. Anyway, that's that. And I'm out of here, man. I'll put this up. Chris, you got any wisecracks you want to throw in there to add to the pile?
I hate temperature sensors. They don't work.
All right. Speaking of temperature sensors, I need a temperature sensor that will detect when something is above 60 degrees and shut the fan off.
Can't do it. It's impossible. Temperature sensors always break every single time you try it.
Well, ain't you a basket of positivity?
I'm sorry for telling the truth.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yep.
Dang. Anyway, everything went sideways today. The show was late, then it ran over, and then it fell apart. And nobody was talking when we needed to talk. We had radio silence, and we had clackety clack from a junky old Stirling engine bought from China that they actually sent me the wrong freaking doggone manual. This manual right here talks about the Stirling engine that Chris was showing in the video earlier that we did, the one that goes on top of the coffee cup. So as I'm sitting here reading to try to troubleshoot this, I realized I ain't even on the right Stirling engine. The Stirling engine they were talking about was this one here. The one I got is obviously not that one there. Do they look the same?
No, they
That
don't.
one, that one? Can the Chinese read Chinese? I sent the wrong manual. I didn't even know all that because I never read the manual back in the day. I just put the thing together and freaking fired it up, and bam, we were up and running. Had electricity. And for all those people out there, yeah, this will run your house. Yeah, try. Go get you. I'll sell you this one, $60. All right, that's enough of all this, man. Peace out, everybody. Take care.